Mom! 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 For heaven's sake, what is it, Rachel? Mom, wait for me! Oh, I'm all out of breath. Why did you have to make me run? There's no need to run so fast. Surely it's not that hard to catch up with me. You're going to pass out if you overexert yourself. Did you not hear me calling you, Mom? I was literally screaming at the top of my lungs. It was impossible for me to have shouted any louder. Nope, I didn't hear you at all. I've been calling you and running after you since I was at the bus stop. Did you seriously not hear me at all? Oh, really? Were you? I'm so sorry. I had my earphones in so I couldn't hear anything. Don't lie to me, Mom. I'm sure you heard me, but you just pretended not to. Why would you do that? Did you not want to be seen with me? I really didn't hear you. Mom? Stop waving your arms right in my face. It's really annoying. Oh, this is annoying, is it? Yes, it is very annoying. In that case, I'm going to link arms with you whilst we walk and get on your nerves even more. Please just let me enjoy my personal space. Oh, come on, Mom. I guess those two must be mother and daughter. They're both so pretty. But what's wrong with the mom's legs? Oh dear, looks like she has a really serious limp. Maybe she had polio as a child or something. Looking at her age, that could definitely be a possibility. It's such a shame that her pretty face is ruined by such a terrible limp. Her daughter seems to take after her a lot. They're both so strikingly beautiful. Excuse me? Yes? Could you please stop staring at my mom's legs? You're going to burn a hole in them with the intensity you're looking. They're not an exhibit for everyone to view at their leisure. Please just go about your day and don't mind us, okay? Rachel, please, there's no need to make a fuss. Come on, Mom. They were looking at you like you're a circus freak or something. I feel more uncomfortable when people don't stare at me, so just leave it. It's more natural to look than to not look, don't you think? I hate nothing more than when people really obviously pretend not to notice and make a conscious effort not to stare at me. Trust me, the staring is preferable. I will never forget that day when I was in high school that my mom told me that she preferred for people to stare at her legs than to make a show of pretending not to notice. I had no idea that she felt like that, and it really struck me to the core. My mom only came to my school for an event once, when I was in 5th grade. She hated the way the other parents acted around her, so she decided never to come back again. It wasn't because she was embarrassed for herself. It was because she was worried that the other kids would either make fun of me or feel overly sorry for me for having a mom with such a severe limp. She didn't want to draw any kind of negative attention to me, so she thought it was best to not come to my school again. My dad graduated from a reputable college, but my mom just started working straight after finishing high school. She had polio as a child, and her legs ended up deformed as a result. Because of this, she walks with a very noticeable limp. My granddad taught literature at a university and was a well-liked and respected professor. When my dad fell in love with my mom, he resolved to ask my granddad's permission for her hand in marriage. He assumed that my granddad would be the super traditional type and literally got down on his knees in front of him, begging for his blessing. But you'll never guess what my granddad said to him. He said, "Why are you asking me for permission to marry my daughter? The only permission you need to get is hers. I'm not going to be the one living with you, am I?" After marrying my mom, my dad opened his own small business and was doing quite well for himself. But when I was 6 years old, he invested all of his money and all of my granddad's money into the IMF and lost it all. He never recovered from the shock and passed away shortly after. Thankfully, my granddad was able to pay off all his debts, but unfortunately, he too passed away not too long after that. From then on out, it was just me and my mom. My mom worked as hard as she could to provide me with the best life possible, but I would be lying if I said it was all plain sailing. My mom and I have a lot of fundamental differences, and our personalities often clash. Because of this, we often ended up arguing about the tiniest of things. Rachel, come into the kitchen this instant. What's wrong now, Mom? Did you eat these eggs? Why would you do that when you have your own eggs? These ones are mine, so make sure you don't touch them from now on, okay?
There should be no yours and mine between mother and daughter. Surely either of us can eat anything we like from this fridge. We both live here after all.
No, your eggs are the 10-pack on the top shelf, okay? So don't go touching mine. When I come home late and you have to cook for yourself, those are the ones you should be eating. Understood?
So which ones are yours then?
Mine are the 30-pack on the bottom shelf.
Why do you gotta have so many more? Where are the rest of mine? Did they hatch and you're secretly raising the baby chicks somewhere?
What are you talking about?
Mom, calm down. It's just a joke.
Well, your sense of humor is just plain silly sometimes.
But seriously, why do I specifically need to eat the eggs on the top shelf?
Because those are free-range, high-quality eggs. The ones I bought for myself are the cheap ones that aren't that good.
There's no need to go out of the way to buy me special eggs, Mom.
Of course there is. You're still a growing girl, and you need to study. High-quality, protein-rich eggs are good for the brain.
But what about you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm really not fussy when it comes to eggs. And I think I've done all the growing I'm going to do by now. And besides, I know all the best ways to cook them to make the most of the nutrients, even if the eggs themselves aren't the best quality.
Did you learn that through working at the hospital cafeteria?
Yes, I learned a lot about food from the hospital cafeteria. When you need to prepare food for sick people, there are a lot of extra things you need to take into account.
The other kids in my class did give me a hard time because of my mom's limp after she came to my school for an event when I was in 5th grade. People kept saying she was disabled and she walked like a total weirdo. The rest of elementary school was basically hell for me after that. People would say really nasty things to me about my mom without thinking twice about it, and it really got to me.
Well, I love you regardless of everything.
I know that you love me. But the fact is that you still haven't told your family about my mom.
I am going to tell them soon, so don't rush me, okay?
Words are nice and all, but I really would like to see some actions. This waiting game is getting a little frustrating.
I understand that you worry about your mom a lot.
I do worry about her, so I'm anxious to try and do the best I possibly can for her. I feel really protective towards her as well, and I would be lying if I said I didn't worry about how people will react to seeing her.
Hi, Rachel! Where are you? Are you close by?
Hi, Beverly. Yes, I'm not too far away now. I just got off the bus and I'm walking the rest of the way to your house now. There are probably 2 or 3 blocks left.
You should be passing the supermarket by the crossroads around now, right?
Yes, I am. Do you need anything else for the dinner tonight? Is there anything you would like me to pick up for you?
Oh, of course not! I wouldn't want to create work for you when you're coming over especially to see us. And besides, I'm always prepared.
Okay then, if you're sure.
So the reason I'm calling you right now is to ask you if you can say that you were with me until 30 minutes ago if my husband asks.
Why?
He's going to start going off at me for wasting my time and money on stupid things otherwise.
Did you go somewhere today?
Yeah, I went to get my nails done and also went to the aesthetics clinic to get their newest skin treatment.
Ah, of course you did.
He's going to get annoyed at me that dinner isn't going to be ready on time because I spent too long outside. But if I say I was with you, he'll be absolutely fine with it because he likes you so much.
Ah, I see. I suppose he is the kind of person who doesn't like to get his dinner served more than a minute late.
So don't forget, okay? Make sure to tell him that we were together.
What should I say if he asks me what we were doing together?
Oh, it doesn't really matter what we say we did. As long as he thinks we were together, he'll be happy.
Okay, got it.
Thanks, Rachel. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping you'll be willing to let me use you as a shield a little more in the future.
Of course. Just let me know when and I can come up with a list of all the places we went together.
Amazing! Oh snap, he's heading into the kitchen now. I don't want to get busted already. I better hang up. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay, Beverly. See you later.
You'd better come quick.
Yes, I will.
Hi, Rachel. Come on in.
Hi, Beverly.
Could you come and help finish off the dinner? Edwin is in the shower.
Yes, of course I'll help you.
I'm trying to make sure everything is done before he gets out so he doesn't start nagging me.
Is Vanessa not helping you out at all?
Oh, there's no point on asking her. She'll just drop things and start spilling things everywhere. Honestly, it's a good thing that girl is good at studying, because she for sure isn't good at anything else.
She is very studious. Not many people would have the drive to quit their full-time job to start a PhD in their 30s.
Well, most of the time I wish she hadn't decided to do that, but well, it's her life at the end of the day, isn't it? You can wash your hands just over there. When you're done, could you cut the vegetables for me?
Yes, of course.
Hey, do you not notice anything different about me today, Rachel? Is my skin looking even more glowing than normal?
Oh, well, your skin always looks so radiant and youthful, so I didn't notice at first, but now you mention it, you are looking an extra few years younger today.
Oh, you do know how to flatter me. Edwin would never notice these things. I suppose it's for the best. That way I can get away with spending money without him noticing. So normally I go to your typical run-of-the-mill aesthetic clinic nearby, but today I treated myself and I went to the spa in the 5-star hotel downtown today.
Oh, really? Was it good? It must have been expensive.
It was amazing! I felt like a queen! I've never been so pampered in my life. The treatment cost me $400, but Edwin doesn't need to know about that, okay?
And what makes you think that I won't just tell him?
If I really start seeing a difference after this treatment, I can arrange for you to get it done as well at a discounted price. You already have beautiful skin, so it would be a quick fix. Mom, don't you think you're going a bit too far with all this? Oh my gosh, you startled me! What are you doing here? You shouldn't just materialize out of nowhere like that. I didn't ask you to come and help anyway.
Hi, Vanessa.
Oh, hi, Rachel. Nice to see you. Mom, you really need to stop spending so much money on beauty treatments. Most of them are scams anyway. Well, I don't really see what the big deal is here. Some people choose to spend $400 on a trip. I choose to spend $400 on a beauty treatment. People should spend their money on what makes them the most happy. And these skin treatments are what make me happy. Going on weekends away makes you happy, right? You're going to Hawaii for your birthday this year because you enjoy traveling and it's your way of treating yourself, isn't it? So just think of this skin treatment as my weekend away. This is the Hawaii of skin treatments. I really don't think the two can be compared so easily. Well, I think it's a great point of comparison. And besides, I don't spend money on anything else, do I? What's so wrong about me splurging on this one thing? People should be allowed to do whatever they like with their money without getting judged. But it's not your money, is it, Mom? It's Dad's money. What right do you have to use it on something silly like this when you didn't earn it? Excuse me? Well, the way you spend money without a second thought would make anyone think that you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. What do you know? $400 is actually quite cheap for a high-end treatment like this. And anyway, it's not like I go there all the time or anything like that. Today was the first time I ever got this treatment done, and it will probably be the last time in a while. Next time, I'll probably just go back to my regular place and pay the normal price. Well, I still think that spending $400 on a skin treatment once is one time too many. What do you think the other housewives your age in the neighborhood would think of you if they heard this is what you were doing with your husband's money? Oh, why should I care what they think? They can get on with their lives and I'll get on with mine. And besides, I've been using the money your dad gives me each month to save up for this for quite a while now. So don't say I go around acting like I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth when this is actually something I only get done every once in a blue moon. So stop assuming the worst of me and quit your yelling. And what do you think you're wearing? You look so tacky. You might as well be wearing pajamas. We have a guest. At least try and make some kind of effort to look nice.
Well, I didn't expect to be caught in an outright war between mother and daughter today. I have no idea how these two are able to live under the same roof.
Honestly, Mom, it's impossible to just have a normal conversation with you. It makes me not want to talk to you at all. That's fine with me. I don't really want to talk to you either. You're always so interfering and you seize any opportunity you get to criticize me. I wasn't even telling you about my skin treatment. I was telling Rachel. But you felt like you had to butt in for some reason. You're so immature sometimes, Mom. I also hate it when you go fishing for compliments like you just did with Rachel. Obviously, she's going to say your skin looks nice if you ask her like that. You basically backed her into a corner. It's sad the lengths you feel you need to go to just to get some kind of validation. Quit yapping and go brush your hair. You look like you've been dragged through a hedge backwards. You're just jealous that I'm looking so pretty. Go and take a good look at yourself in the mirror before you start making comments about other people's appearances. Oh, Mom, you actually go around thinking you're pretty? That's a little sad. How little self-awareness you have. I don't know what makes you think you have the right to talk to me like this. I'm your mother. Show some respect.
Both ladies really seem like a force to be reckoned with.
You know what? Just go back into your room and carry on doing whatever it was you were doing in there. Stay out of my business and don't interfere. Well, I won't have enough time to finish the thing I was studying before we eat dinner, so I'm just going to stay out here. Just admit that you're not cut out for it and drop out of your PhD program already. You had such a good job. I really don't know why you had to quit it just to do a PhD. How many years has it been now? I can't see you ever getting your PhD at this rate. Wow, Mom. Thanks so much for all your love and support. What's going on out here? Why are you all yelling? Hi, Edwin. How are you? Oh, Rachel. You're already here. When did you arrive?
Oh, just around 5 minutes ago.
And where's Justin? Did he not come with you?
He'll be finished with his work thing in an hour, so will join us then.
Oh, really? Well, I'm hungry, so I'm not waiting another hour to eat dinner. So let's tuck in already.
Oh, don't worry. He's having dinner with his coworkers, so he said we can go ahead and eat without him.
Oh, great. No need to worry then. Honey, so the reason that Rachel and I didn't arrive together is because she said she had to go to the library and I obviously needed to rush back to prepare the dinner. Isn't that right, Rachel?
Yes, that's right. I had some books that were more than 3 months overdue. I had to pay the fine and everything.
Anyway, sit down, honey. It doesn't look like everything is ready, though. There still seems to be some stuff in the kitchen. Oh no, it's just a few finishing touches. Everything will be ready on time, as promised, because I did not stay out later than I was supposed to today.
Vanessa, why don't you come and sit down too?
Thanks, but there's no need to be so courteous. This is my house, you know. You don't need to go as far as to pull the chair out for me, you know. I can do it myself.
Way to embarrass yourself, Rachel. You never seem to know how to act around Vanessa.
It doesn't look like the cabbage has been chopped properly at all. You know that I don't consider a stew complete when the cabbage hasn't been chopped properly. We might as well have saved your time and made us some instant noodles instead. Rachel.
Yes, Beverly?
You are basically responsible for the whole stew, aren't you? You're the one who cut up the cabbage, aren't you?
Yes, I was.
Oh, really? Oh, well, in that case, I think it's a very interesting approach and it's very tasty in its own way. Actually, the more I eat, the more I realize that it is actually just to my taste. What's up, Vanessa? Cat got your tongue? You haven't spoken a word since we sat down at the dinner table. We're all having such a great time and you're sat there with that sour look on your face. Oh, there's no point in trying to get her to engage in conversation. She's not going to have anything nice to say anyway. Mom, the stew is too salty. See what I mean? You'd think she'd be a little less unpleasant since she's getting to live with us for free whilst she wastes her time and money working towards her PhD. But no, ungrateful as always. You'd think she was closer to 15 than 35. I'm just making a general comment about the food. The fact is that it's too salty. See? Here she goes again. The food you make is always too salty, Mom. You know I hate spicy food and salty food, but everything you make is either one or the other. If you hate my cooking so much, then why don't you make your own dinner? You even managed to somehow make the side salad salty. Well, nobody's forcing you to eat it. If you don't want it, just leave it. You sure do have a lot of opinions on how things should taste for someone who doesn't even know how to cook. What do you think, Rachel? Is it too salty for you, too?
Oh, no, of course not. It's perfect. Thank you so much.
Does your mom do lots of home cooking?
She does more these days, but when I was growing up, she was always very busy with work, so I often had to cook for myself. A mother's home-cooked food always tastes the best, though. Everything you made today is so nice, even down to the side salad.
I thought it would be nice to contrast the heartiness of the stew with something nice and light for you. I'm so glad you like it.
How about you try a little piece of this beef, Vanessa? I noticed you hadn't tried any yet.
Why are you holding out the spoon to me like that? I'm more than perfectly capable of feeding myself. I'm not a child, you know.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply that you couldn't feed yourself. It's just that the beef was a little far away from you on the table, so I thought I would pass it to you to make things easier for you.
If I want some, I'll get it for myself, thank you very much. I'm pretty sure I told you that I hate being fussed over like this, and yet you're still doing it. I'm sure I also told you that I hate it when people don't listen to me when I tell them things the first time. There's nothing more annoying than having to repeat yourself. Rachel, I really hope you don't take anything Vanessa says to heart. It's not that she doesn't like you or anything like that. It's just that she's nasty to everyone. I've had to live with her for the last 35 years, so I've been on the receiving end more than anyone. And look at me. Despite it all, I'm perfectly fine. Words can only hurt you if you let them. So don't listen to a word she says. Okay, Rachel? Mom, can you stop talking about me like that when I'm right in front of you? What? I speak nothing but the truth. Your future sister-in-law might as well find out what you're really like now so she's prepared for a lifetime of having to deal with you.
I'm not really sure what to say here.
You see, Rachel, this terrible personality of hers is the reason why she's still single at her age. She's never even been in a serious relationship, you know. Because everyone runs for the hills when they find out what she's really like. I'm never going to get anyone to marry her at this rate. She's going to stay living in my house forever, and she's going to become an old, lonely spinster with nobody willing to keep her company after Edwin and I are gone. Mom! Let's move on to dessert, shall we? You baked these brownies at home and brought them with you to share with us, didn't you, Rachel?
Yes, I did. Feel free to break them open.
Let's have a try. They're really tasty.
Thank you, Edwin. I'm so glad.
I don't really like them.
Oh, really? That's a shame. Justin said that you like to bake, even though you hate cooking. Is that true, Vanessa?
Yeah, it is. Whatever. You obviously put too much flour in. These are way too dry. You really need to think more about your ingredient ratios if you're going to be baking things for other people. You might as well have brought us some store-bought brownies. They would have tasted better.
I see. I'll try better next time. She really doesn't hesitate to share her opinions, huh?
Brownies should be all soft and gooey when you bite into them. These are dry and flaky, and they taste more like sponge cake than brownies. Next time, you should definitely add some more eggs and even a bit of milk to make sure the mixture isn't dry and clumpy.
Come to think of it, she is right. I was rushing and I definitely was careless with the ingredient ratios. Thanks for your input, Vanessa. I'll take it all into account for next time.
By the way, honey. What is it? We should probably arrange a day to have a proper formal dinner out with Rachel's mom. Justin and Rachel have been together for so long and are even engaged now, so it's quite bad that we still haven't met her, don't you think? Justin has been over to Rachel's house and met her a bunch of times already, and Rachel has been coming over to our place regularly for a while now as well. I think it's about time that we sit down and have a proper conversation with her mom before the wedding. We really should get in touch with her soon. We can't have our first meeting with her be the wedding day now, can we? Oh, no, we can't have that. I agree. We need to meet up with her as soon as possible. Oh dear, I have so much I need to do if we're going to be meeting Rachel's mom. It's been almost a month since I had my eyebrows done, so I'd better go and get those fixed. Oh, and my hair! I should get my perm redone as soon as I can. And of course, if my nails have grown out by even half an inch by then, I will have to go and get them redone. I'm going to be very busy.
Rachel, could you ask your mom when she would be free to have dinner with us?
Yes, I will ask her tonight as soon as I get home.
Just to be clear, you definitely are going to get married to Justin, right?
Yes, of course I am.
You're not putting off introducing us to your mom because you're having second thoughts, are you?
Oh no, I'm definitely not having second thoughts. Don't you worry about that.
Why would you even say something like that? If she was getting cold feet, she wouldn't be coming here and having dinner with us when Justin isn't even here, would she? If she wasn't head over heels in love with him, she wouldn't go to all this effort, would she?
Well, it's just that I don't want her to end up like you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you really didn't want to marry me, did you? But after I kept asking you, you decided to just go through with it even though you didn't want to. You felt as though you were at an age where you had to get married and I was the okay option. And then you ended up miserable with me for the rest of your life. I'd like for my son to be with someone who actually wants to spend the rest of her life with him, rather than someone who grits her teeth and goes through with it because she feels like she has to. I'd also like Rachel to feel like she has the option to back out if that's what she really wants. And I don't want her to feel that she has to see the engagement through just because they've gotten this far already. I wouldn't want to see history repeating itself.
I'm done eating, so I'm going to head back to my room now.
You can't just leave the dinner table when we still have a guest.
Oh, Dad, will you stop making a fuss? If Rachel is going to become part of the family, I think she'll be happy to excuse my bad manners.
The atmosphere in this house is really different when Justin isn't here. When he's here, everyone is bright and animated and chattering away. But today, the vibe is completely different. I feel like if I get left alone with Vanessa, I'm going to start to understand how Cinderella felt when she was living with the ugly stepsisters.
It's pretty late, so I won't come in and disturb your mom. I'm sure she's probably asleep already.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. She doesn't normally stay up too late. By the way, I'm going to ask my mom about arranging a date to have dinner with your family. I think it's about time.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I know it's a big step for you.
My mom always said that she was worried that my future in-laws might consider her disability a problem. She's always been afraid that they might think that it's hereditary.
But it clearly isn't. Why would anyone think that?
You'd be surprised. There are a lot of people around who don't really think about the ins and outs of things and are really freaked out by anything they perceive as different. Even though logically there's no way my mom's condition could be passed down genetically, there are still some people who don't really think about that and just view her as someone with bad genes who should be avoided.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
I know that you would never judge her, but I just have that inherent worry that she'll be shunned and rejected.
Do you think that my parents are going to judge her?
I'm not too worried about your parents, but to be honest, I am slightly worried about how your sister is going to react.
It makes me a little upset to hear that you don't trust my sister to be accepting of your mom.
It's not that I necessarily think that she won't be accepting, it's just…
I told you before, didn't I? That my sister is the fastidious type. She's not the type to put on a facade for people if she doesn't feel like it. When it comes to interpersonal relationships, she only opens up when she's sure that people are worth opening up to. That's why she has such a hard exterior and can seem kind of mean at times. She also really hates transactional relationships and doing favors for others. She hates receiving stuff from people, and she doubly hates it when people try and do things for her.
I'm not necessarily worried that she's going to reject my mom because of her disability. It's more that I'm worried that she's going to criticize me for not saying anything about it until now.
Oh, you're back already? I wasn't expecting you back this early. I was hoping to have a few more hours to myself.
What do you mean early? It's past midnight. You don't normally stay up this late. What are you doing? What's that you've got there?
Does it really matter?
Mom, just stop being difficult and tell me what you're doing.
There's no need to yell. You're going to wake the neighbors.
I wouldn't have to raise my voice if you would just tell me what you're doing in the first place.
Well, I was just a little bored here all by myself.
You know that I hate it when you try and do extra work. I hate that you feel like you have to do these silly little odd jobs like package up candy and sew eyes onto dolls.
But what am I supposed to do when I'm so bored on my own at home?
No matter how bored you are, I don't like to see you feeling like you have to work.
But I actually like doing these things. Why should I stop doing them just because you say so? It's all right for you. You have your great job and your great life and you get to go out every day. But what about me? I'm stuck at home all day by myself, and you won't let me work, so I have nothing to occupy my mind. Why can't I just do this one little thing and feel useful for once? I want to earn a little money for myself too, you know. I don't like to be completely dependent on you. What do you expect me to be doing all day at home by myself anyway? Just sitting on the couch watching TV? Waiting for you to come home? What kind of existence is that?
I make more than enough money to provide for the both of us. There's no need for you to be trying to make extra money on the side.
Do you think I feel comfortable living off my daughter's wage? I feel like such a freeloader and I really hate it.
Well, I really hated seeing you work so hard just to provide for me when I was a teenager. I studied really hard so I could get a good job and earn enough money to help you live a comfortable life. And we can both live a comfortable life on my salary. Is that not good enough for you?
Are you not listening to me at all? I told you that I don't feel comfortable leeching off my child's money.
Mom, please. I earn this money for you, so stop being stubborn and allow yourself to use it.
Anyway, are you getting married or not? You've been engaged forever, but there's no talk of the actual wedding yet.
I just need him to speak to his family about it.
Oh, stop it. I don't want to hear it. You've been going around to their house and having dinner with their family regularly for months now. Don't you think it's about time you pulled my skeleton out of the closet? Anyway, whatever. It's up to you how you handle things. I want to let you know that I've decided that I'm going to start working again, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm going to apply for the next restaurant job I find. You know what? I'm actually quite glad that you keep going to Justin's family's house to have dinner all the time without me. It's so nice to eat dinner here in the house on my own and not have to listen to your constant nagging.
Mom, you've gone and done it again, haven't you?
What is it now?
I keep telling you to get the nice eggs, but you've gone and bought yourself the cheap ones instead.
Oh, I forgot to put those away earlier. I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
It really isn't that much more expensive to get the higher quality eggs. We don't have to scrimp and save anymore, you know? If you keep doing this, I'm never going to move in with Justin and leave you to live by yourself. I can't trust you to look after yourself properly.
Oh, so now you're policing what I eat as well.
Well, you used to do the same when I was a kid. You would always make sure I ate the good quality eggs and you would save the cheap and nasty ones for yourself. Well, now we can afford for both of us to be eating the good quality eggs. So I don't understand why you keep acting as if we're still poor.
Just because we have a little more money now doesn't mean we should be using it frivolously. And besides, this is your money. And as I told you before, I don't feel comfortable spending it.
Mom, it's just eggs. Spend $1.50 more and you can get the nice ones. I really don't get what the big deal is about this.
Are Justin's family so well-to-do that they would turn their noses up at people who eat cheap eggs? Is that why you're suddenly getting unreasonably angry about this? Has spending too much time at their house made you think that you're too good for your humble roots?
Mom, this isn't about Justin's family. This is about you and your stubbornness. I don't get why you felt the need to bring them into this.
Well, if they knew how you acted at home with me, they for sure wouldn't want you as a daughter-in-law anymore. I'm sure you're like a completely different person when you're with them, aren't you?
Mom, stop going off topic and promise me that you'll make sure that you eat well and you won't just eat anything because it's cheap. I work really hard to earn as much as I can to make sure that you can afford to eat the nicest, healthiest food around. But I feel like you don't appreciate that at all. I've been taking every opportunity I could possibly get to do overtime, and I've been staying up all night in order to come up with good ideas so that my bosses will trust me with more projects.
Why are you so irritable today, eh? Did your in-laws say something to you at dinner to make you act like this? Or are you just frustrated that I'm not them?
She has a point. I spent the whole evening being as nice as I possibly could to Justin's family, and now I'm being awful towards my own mom. Mom,
What is it now?
Justin's parents said they want us to all have dinner together so that they can get to know you before the wedding. They want to know when you're free.
Oh, really? They said that, did they?
Did I or did I not just tell you that they said that? You're so annoying, Mom! First the eggs are now asking pointless questions?
And there I was, thinking that we could maybe go 5 minutes without bringing up the eggs. Why do you have to be like this all the time? I really wish I had a daughter who didn't make a fuss about all these little things and just let me do what I wanted. I don't know what I did to deserve a daughter like you who picks up on everything and won't stop nagging. I just want a nice, sweet, docile daughter who doesn't make her mother feel guilty for doing things she wants to do.
Well, when I move in with Justin, you can go and find yourself a new daughter who's just like that then. I'm sure you'll be much happier without a terrible daughter like me.
I guess she really is going to move out then. So do you think that Justin's parents aren't going to have anything to say about my limp?
If I thought they were going to say anything bad about it, we wouldn't be having this dinner, would we?
Oh, really? Would you break off the engagement with Justin if they objected to me?
Why? Are you afraid that I wouldn't? If they were the kind of people who would judge you for your disability, I would never have gotten involved with them in the first place. I know that they're nice people at heart, and they wouldn't judge you over something like this.
Who's there at this hour? Who do you think it is? It's me, your daughter, who lives here. Why are you getting back so late? What do you mean? It's late! I'm wondering why you didn't come home earlier. Mom, give me a break. It's only 9 p.m. I used to come home later than this when I was in high school. Well, in my opinion, 9 p.m. is still quite late. And if you don't tell me what time you're coming home, how do you expect me to know whether to make dinner for you or not? I already ate dinner, so don't worry about me. You seem different today. Like you're tired and listless and you've lost all your energy. Of course you notice the negative changes in me, don't you, Mom? You like it when I'm tired and unhappy, don't you? Why would you even say something like that? Well, of course I'm tired. I'm rushed off my feet writing my thesis. Ah, yes, I forgot about that stupid thing you're wasting your time on. You won't get a job, you won't move out, you won't get married. You won't do any of the things that an adult of your age should be doing. I don't understand why you're feeling so tired when you're basically taking the easy route. Mom, I'm going to be serious for a second, okay? What is it? I think you might be right about the whole studying thing. Wait, what? You said that I'm right. This isn't like you at all. You're scaring me. I think I'm going to drop out of my PhD course. Seriously? Do you mean that? Yeah, I talked about it with my supervisor today. Why the sudden change of heart? You were so set on seeing it through to the end before. Well, my supervisor said that he thinks I'm not cut out for it. He really said that? Yep, in the nicest way possible. But he got the message across loud and clear. He took me to a really nice restaurant and paid for everything, so I thought that he had some kind of good news for me. But in the end, it was just his way of letting me down gently. He said that he honestly doesn't see any potential in me if I continue going down the academic route. Because my field is quite niche, I would probably be confined to working in academia, and he said that he really can't see me becoming a professor. Well, I'm glad that someone has been able to talk some sense into you. But now what are you planning on doing instead? I don't know, Mom. Are you crying right now? Nope, I was just pretending. I just wanted to see your reaction. You'd love to see me cry over this, wouldn't you, Mom? Honestly, what am I going to do with you? Sometimes I think that we must have been each other's mortal enemies in our past lives, and our punishment for our mistreatments of each other is to live together as an ill-matched mother-daughter duo in this life. You really do have quite the imagination. Anyway, what happened to your hand? Oh, I fell over. Where? Where do you think? In the street, just now. It doesn't seem to be that big of a cut, so I'm sure it'll heal overnight. Yeah, sure. Anyway, Mom, what are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I'm giving myself a face massage with one of those viral roller thingies. So you're not going to the esthetician this time then? They're closed for renovations right now. Well, they were probably able to finance the renovations just using the money you've given them. I'm sure if you stopped going, they would go out of business. Well, I wouldn't say I go that often. Anyway, Mom, what is it now? Should I start my own business? Do whatever you like. Since when has whatever I had to say ever had any influence on your decisions? You got an offer to study law at Stanford, but you rejected it to study literature at some basket-weaving university out in the sticks. And then you quit your high-paying job without saying a word to me to go and waste your time and money on a PhD that you've now ended up not completing. Why would you consult me about your next decision when you never bothered to consult me before? It's because we're too incompatible and I knew we would just clash with each other. So I never saw the point in asking you when I knew that it was just going to end in an argument. I thought I'd try something different and actually ask you for your opinion this time. But now I see that was a mistake and I should have just kept my mouth shut. Whatever. Just do whatever you want. I don't even care at this point. Honestly, all she does is just waste her talents on useless endeavor after useless endeavor.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised that you asked to meet up with me, Vanessa.
What's so weird about me wanting to have a coffee with my brother's fiancé?
I'm just wondering what it is that you wanted to talk to me about. I think this is actually the first time the two of us have ever met up without someone else being there. You said it was something important, right? This cafe is a little crowded. Would you like to go somewhere else?
Why would I want to go somewhere else?
So we can talk about whatever it is somewhere quieter to give you some more privacy?
What are you talking about? Are we spies or something? We're not talking about highly classified state secrets here. This cafe is fine, don't worry.
Okay, if you're sure.
There's something I wanted to discuss with you.
Go ahead.
So I'm thinking of opening up a bakery, but not just any bakery. A high-end place that only uses organically sourced ingredients. I was also thinking of making a recipe book and selling that as well. I can't cook, but I can bake, so I figured that I would put that skill to good use.
Wait, what are you talking about all of a sudden? What about your studies?
Oh, I dropped out.
Oh, okay.
It was getting way too expensive for what it was worth, and I was starting to feel like I wasn't cut out for it after all.
Ah, I see.
To be honest, I've known that this wasn't the right thing for me for around a year now, but I'm stubborn and I wanted to see it through to the end.
Ah, okay, I understand. I noticed when you were commenting on my brownies the other day that you were scarily on point when noticing what was wrong with them. Looking back, I did definitely put too much flour in and didn't think to add more egg and milk when I saw that the mixture was looking a little clumpy. I think you have a really good chance at making it big. I'm sure you must have thought about this really carefully already as well.
I have.
But it isn't easy to make a name for yourself in the catering business, you know? Competition is fierce and consumers are picky. You'll need to have some kind of gimmick to make yourself stand out from the crowd.
I'm planning on making sure we have lots of gluten-free and vegan options as well, so that we can widen our target audience. I feel confident that this venture is going to go well.
I know you'll also be really good with presentation, so I think that people will be flocking to your store just for the aesthetic anyway.
Yes, I know I am.
She really is confident, eh? Hopefully that means she can pull it off.
I'm also thinking of starting up a delivery service. People always like to give each other baked goods as gifts, don't they? So why not make it easier for them? We can even charge extra to write personalized notes and things like that. We can even include little fake flowers or something like that for an extra little flourish. I have some designs for the packaging thought out in my head already. I was also thinking that we could deliver the leftover food that doesn't sell to homeless shelters, so that it doesn't go to waste and will help out a good cause. If that goes well, I was also thinking of starting a program where we go and give healthy baked treats to people in old folks' homes. So, what do you think? Are these all good ideas?
Well, Vanessa, you've really surprised me.
Of course, I'm going to need to hire some people who know what they're doing to help me with marketing and things like that. But I'm feeling confident that I have everything in place to get started pretty soon.
If you have a comprehensive business plan written down somewhere, I would love to see it. I can give you some feedback if you like.
I thought you might ask me that. I do have one. I printed it out and brought it with me.
Oh, wow. You really have covered all the bases.
Anyway, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk to you about, so I'll get going now. Sorry to ask you to come out on the weekend when you probably just wanted to rest after a busy week at work.
Oh, no, don't apologize. I'm really happy that you wanted to share your vision with me. Oh, and before you go, make sure you take this.
What's this?
It's your birthday gift.
Did you think I'd asked you to have coffee with me to try and get you to give me my birthday gift?
I know you're normally not a huge fan of gifts, but I still felt that I wanted to get you something. Since you're going to Hawaii for your birthday this year, I won't get a chance to see you on the day, so I thought I would give it to you now.
Thank you so much.
Huh? What did you say?
Is this really the same Vanessa? She seems like a totally different person today. Did you not hear me say thank you the first time? Do you want me to say it again?
Oh, no, it's fine. Sorry. So the gift is a perfume. I hope you like it.
Do you think I lost my sense of smell?
Excuse me?
It's obvious that this is perfume. You can smell it through the gift wrap.
Yes, of course. Oh, by the way, are you coming to the dinner next weekend for both of our families to get to know each other better?
Why do you ask? Would you rather I didn't come?
Oh, no, of course not. I'd really love for you to be there. It's just I wanted to ask whether Justin had mentioned about my mom.
Yeah, he did. And?
Oh, it's just…
Your mom's personal business is no business of mine or anyone else's, is it? I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate us talking about her like this now, would she?
Oh, no, I suppose not. Are you upset with me for not saying anything before?
Why would I be? Something like that isn't going to change how we feel towards your mom. If she's a nice person and we get along, that's all that matters.
I just thought…
I don't like people who waste their time talking about things that are irrelevant to anything. And I dislike people who get upset and emotional about things even more.
Ah, I see.
What are you doing sitting on the other side of the table, Vanessa? Am I not allowed to sit on this side of the table? Are there rules about the table now, Mom?
No, I just thought it made more sense to sit on this side with us. But if you prefer to sit there, I won't tell you to move. I just thought it might make poor Melissa feel a little uncomfortable.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Well, if you're sure. This daughter of ours kind of just does whatever she wants, so I apologize in advance if she says anything out of turn.
A 4 versus 2 seating arrangement might have been a little awkward, so I'm actually really grateful to Vanessa for coming over to our side and evening things out.
The atmosphere in this place is pretty nice. Don't you agree, Melissa?
Oh yes, it's lovely. Very chic.
By the way, I was so surprised to hear that Rachel's grandfather was a really famous professor in the field of literature. Vanessa frequently cited his works in her research, you know. She spent a significant part of her life studying literature.
Ah, yes. You must be talking about my late father-in-law.
Rachel never said anything about him to us before, and we actually only found out a couple of days ago.
Well, I suppose she felt like there wasn't really any need to bring it up if it wasn't relevant.
Well, it really is an honor to be associated with the family of such a great professor. Even I know who he is, and I know nothing about literature.
Oh, honestly, it really isn't a big deal.
We're just a humble family of merchants. We run a clothing store in the indoor market downtown and have done for generations.
Yes. Rachel did mention that before.
We've never really cared about titles or status. All that matters is how a person is on the inside at the end of the day. There's no point in being greedy when you just have everything you need to live a happy and comfortable life. Don't you agree? Even so, it is still an honor to know that our son is going to be marrying into the family of such an esteemed professor.
Oh, well, we have nothing really going for us other than my late father-in-law's legacy.
Oh, don't say that. Your daughter has clearly inherited his smarts.
Oh, well, she does okay for herself, I suppose.
There's no need to be so modest. You can go ahead and brag about her in front of us if you like. She's a really bright girl and a delight to have around.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that.
We think she's an excellent influence on our son, and we can't wait to officially have her as part of the family. Even if she wasn't related to a famous academic, we would still feel honored to have her as a daughter-in-law.
Thank you very much for all your kind words. You must be heartbroken at the thought of your lovely daughter moving out to live with our Justin. I know I would be hard-pressed to let her go if I were you. Whereas I couldn't pay anyone to take this daughter of mine off my hands. Honestly, she's such an embarrassment to the family. 35 years old and 2.5 university degrees, and she's got absolutely nothing to show for herself. I'd be too embarrassed to marry her off to somebody at this stage. What will they say when they see what she's really like? I couldn't deal with the humiliation of her in-laws deciding they don't want her and sending her back to me, because that's definitely what would happen if any man was stupid enough to get serious with her. Mom, why would you say something like that at the dinner table? Yeah, Mom, what are you talking about me for? This dinner is supposed to be about Justin and Rachel and being excited for the future. She's almost 40 now anyway, so I don't think anyone is going to want her now if she's this far past her use-by date. Mom, just be quiet and eat your dinner, okay? Nobody wants to hear it. The steak here is so good, isn't it, Mom? It was a really lovely dinner. I do have to say that Vanessa did a really good job picking this place. We should come back here for our anniversary or something, shouldn't we, honey?
Yeah, we should. That would be really nice.
I feel a bit greasy, though, so I'm going to head to the bathroom and wash my hands. I think the bathrooms were by the main entrance to the right.
Melissa and Vanessa should both still be in the bathroom, so you'll probably catch them on their way out. Huh? It sounds like there's a commotion going on in the ladies' bathroom.
I think I can hear Vanessa raising her voice. I'll go and see what's going on.
Oh, I bet Vanessa is causing a scene and picking a fight with someone again. Let's go and stop her before she embarrasses herself in front of your mom, Rachel. I'll go with you.
You can't come with us to the ladies' bathroom, silly, but thank you.
Can you please just stop hurling false accusations at us and just admit you were at fault and take responsibility for your actions?
Why should I when I haven't done anything wrong? Do you know how expensive this fur coat was?
We're the ones who haven't done anything wrong. You're the one at fault in this situation.
What did you just say?
Really, Vanessa, it's fine. Let's just go. No, it is not fine at all. I will not stand by and watch you get treated like this. Why don't you sit down on that chair there so you're more comfortable, Melissa? See? This is a luxury bathroom in a high-end restaurant. They even have tables and chairs. Why couldn't you just leave your precious coat on top of the table, which is sturdy enough to hold it?
I understand that you're very angry. We will make sure to get this mess cleaned up as soon as possible. You two certainly don't look like the sort of people who would wear designer clothes and frequent restaurants like this. So I suppose you don't know how much a coat like this is worth.
I couldn't care less about how much your coat is worth, quite frankly. This whole thing is clearly your fault.
How's it my fault that your friend here broke the soap dispenser and got soap all over my designer fur coat worth $15,000? I bet you don't own anything that's worth $15,000, do you?
I can tell by the way you keep bragging about the price that you're not as rich as you're pretending to be. Did you save up for years to afford that coat to have as your wearable bragging right? That's really sad, you know.
Hey! Are you trying to insinuate that I'm lower class?
Oh no, I would never dream of saying something like that. But I am saying that you need to acknowledge the fact that your coat was far too heavy to be hung on the hook on the wall. So it fell on top of the soap dispenser, and the soap dispenser fell under its weight and broke open, spilling liquid soap all over the floor and consequently on your precious coat. This is clearly damage to public property caused by your negligence. In this situation, shouldn't you just politely apologize and compensate the store?
What nonsense!
I don't think I'm the one spouting nonsense. Vanessa. Why don't you head back to the table now, Melissa, and I'll deal with this. Here, grab onto my waist and I'll help you get out. We need to be careful that you don't slip on the soap and hurt yourself. I think you owe Melissa here an apology. You were prepared to just run out of the bathroom without saying anything about the soap incident. What if she had slipped and fallen? She could have gotten seriously injured.
Well, my coat is all covered in soap thanks to you and your friend with the deformity.
It's nobody's fault but yours that your coat fell on the floor and got covered in soap. It's fine, Vanessa. I'll get it cleaned for you, ma'am. I'll take it to the dry cleaners and pay the fee for you.
Other customers are waiting to come into the bathroom.
I'll make sure to clean it. I take full responsibility. I'm so sorry. Please give me the coat so I can take it to be cleaned.
Get your filthy hands off my coat! You're ruining it even further just by touching it!
Now look here, lady.
Why have you got so much to say? Just pipe down already. People like you shouldn't be showing your faces in places like this. It's disgraceful. Crawl back to wherever it is you came from and stay there so you don't cause any more incidents.
I really don't know how to make this ridiculously thick-skulled lady realize that she's in the wrong.
It's you who needs to realize that you're in the wrong. Are you disabled as well? Is that why you can't seem to understand anything I'm saying? Birds of a feather flock together, I suppose.
How dare you?
Well, your disabled friend here should have understood not to walk on the floor when it's slippery. Is there something wrong with her brain as well as her legs? And besides, is she not the one who broke the soap dispenser in the first place? Ruining my coat and making the floor all slippery?
Vanessa? What's going on in here? Mom, are you okay?
Oh, the whole dinner is ruined now. I was stupid to think that things were going to work out for me. I've obviously inherited my dad's bad luck.
I have my checkbook here, so if you don't mind accepting this as a form of payment for your laundry fee.
How pathetic. Who goes around carrying a checkbook these days?
Excuse me? I don't think you have the right to be rude to her when she's actually offering to help you out when she really doesn't need to. I understand that you're upset about your coat, but that's no excuse to stop behaving like a decent human being. Any normal person would ask if the person with an obvious physical disability is okay in a situation where they could have gotten hurt, not hurl abuse at them like you're doing.
Well, my fur coat.
Honestly, you'd think nobody had ever worn a fur coat before. I'm getting bored hearing you talk about it.
My fur coat is ruined thanks to you.
What more do you want? She apologized and said she would pay to get it cleaned even though she didn't actually do anything wrong. If your fur coat is that precious to you, then you should act like it, and don't leave it carelessly in places where it's going to fall down. This is such a joke.
Who do you think you are to go around talking to me like this? You're clearly wearing cheap clothes that couldn't even hold a candle to my fur coat. Do you not feel embarrassed coming to a restaurant like this dressed like that? You're making the place look cheap. Why don't you go and get a $5 burger or something instead? Huh?
Ma'am, I have been running this restaurant for 7 years, and never have I encountered a customer as rude as you. Please apologize to these two ladies immediately.
What did you just say? Did you just ask me to apologize to them?
So I have around $50 in cash in my wallet right now. Will that be enough to cover the cost of getting the coat cleaned?
I told you to get your filthy paws off my coat!
Ugh! Melissa? Melissa, are you okay? Have you completely lost your mind? How dare you lay hands on her? Wow, I really didn't know this was the kind of person you were. I would never have patronized your store if I had known.
Oh, you're the lady who always comes in for the skin treatments.
I've been filming you for quite a while now, you know.
That's a violation of privacy.
I've been sending customers your way for the last 4 years, and I even introduced you to some potential business partners. I can't believe that I was helping out somebody with such questionable morals all this time. I'm never getting any treatments from you ever again. That's for sure. I should definitely stick with the spa in the 5-star hotel from now on.
No, wait. I can explain.
I really don't think you can talk yourself out of this one when I just captured evidence of your appalling behavior on camera. Melissa, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Wait, do you know this person?
Yes, she is my son's future mother-in-law. Do you have some kind of problem with her?
Oh, I just remembered that I have something really important to do, so I better get going now.
Where do you think you're going, lady?
Huh? Are you talking to me?
You need to apologize to my brother's mother-in-law right now. Not only did you try and blame her for breaking the soap dispenser when it was clearly your fault, but you actually physically pushed her over. That's basically assault, and she could press charges if she wanted to. Someone who struggles with mobility is now hurt because of you. Do you think I, or any decent human being who happened to witness something like this, would just happily let this slide? I think she should be entitled to compensation as well. And you should be the one paying every last penny. Oh, don't worry, Vanessa. I'm pretty sure I can make her pay for what she's done tenfold.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, just you wait and see. Karma is coming for you. I'm really disappointed with how this incident was dealt with, you know. I've been coming here for years, and it's always been considered the go-to place for special occasions, both by myself and by all my classmates. Even the dean of my university is a regular here. I thought this would be the best place to choose for our family dinner tonight, but I guess I was wrong. I'm so sorry for everything that happened tonight, ma'am. I really can't apologize enough. Rather than apologizing to me, you should apologize to my brother's mother-in-law. You're right. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm directing my apology to the wrong person. I wanted to personally escort her to the hospital immediately, but she insists that she's fine. I would still like to apologize again, though. Your meal today will also be on the house. We will also compensate you 3 times whatever medical bills you may incur because of this incident. Oh, really, it's fine. There's no need to go that far. There definitely is a need to go that far. I think that this is totally justified after what happened tonight. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. We will take measures to make sure nothing like this ever happens again at our restaurant. I think that you should be taking more precautions to make sure this restaurant is a safe place for people with physical disabilities. I think you've said your piece now, Vanessa. But it is very regrettable that our special family meal was ruined and my son's soon-to-be mother-in-law was injured. That's not the sort of thing you expect to happen in a high-end restaurant like this one. Once again, I apologize for the regrettable events that took place this evening. I second the opinion of my daughter, who made this booking, and we would like you to know that we were very disappointed with our experience this evening. Anyway, we will be leaving now to take poor Melissa here to the hospital and make sure that she isn't seriously hurt. Of course, we will be expecting the compensation as soon as possible. Yes, of course. As I said, we will compensate you 3 times as much as your medical bills cost. After what happened that night, Justin's family felt ashamed to show their faces in front of my mom. Vanessa in particular kept blaming herself as she was the one who picked out the restaurant. I was really touched by their concern for my mom and how deeply they felt for her. I really felt like I had been hit in the chest with a hammer because I realized that my constant worrying about my mom and my constant attempts to make her life easier had actually been more for my own benefit than for hers. I realized that I hadn't actually been taking care of her, but I had been trying to control her. And the good feeling I got from looking after her was because I felt good about myself for doing something for her, not because I saw that she was happy and comfortable. It took me 32 years to realize that just like my in-laws did that day, I needed to step forward without hesitation in the face of unfair discrimination stemming from society's perceptions of disabilities. Seeing the way Vanessa and Beverly fought for my mom until the very end made me realize that my approach to treating my mom had been wrong, and it made me want to strive to be a better daughter. Justin and I got married without a hitch, and Vanessa started her baking business as planned. My mom started working for her and ended up becoming head baker. She brought her 22 years of experience working in the hospital cafeteria to the table and was able to help Vanessa's business go from strength to strength. They used my mom's knowledge to create healthier alternatives to popular baked goods, which they would deliver to care homes on special occasions to brighten the residents' days. After just 2 years of being in business, they have been able to open 5 branches, and my mom and Vanessa have grown really close in the process. As for the crude customer who caused the incident in the bathroom that night, Beverly was able to use her connections to circulate the video around all her customers and clients and assured that she went bankrupt within a year. Apparently, she's up to her neck in debt,
And she most likely had to sell her precious fur coat to help pay it all off. Mom, can I ask you something that may be a personal question?
What is it?
Who are you messaging?
Does it matter?
Yeah, I'm really curious about it.
Why do you need to know?
It's just that I came over to see you, especially because it's your day off. But you've spent the last 5 minutes glued to your phone. Are you dating someone by any chance? You would tell me if it was serious, wouldn't you?
Of course not. Don't be silly. Dating someone at my age. How ridiculous.
Then who is it? If you haven't gotten yourself a boyfriend, then who is it that is making you grin ear to ear whenever you get a new message from them?
Do you really want to know that bad?
Yes. Yes, I do. The curiosity is actually killing me.
Fine. It's Vanessa.
Vanessa? Seriously? Well, that was unexpected. Mom, I haven't seen you in over 2 weeks, and you're really going to ignore me for 5 minutes straight to message the person you spend all day with at work?
Yes. Do you have a problem with that?
What do you even talk about with her outside of work? Or are you talking about work on your day off?
We're just talking about a series we're both watching. I missed it yesterday, so I was asking her what happened.
Why would you ask her about that? It's 2024. We have the internet now. Just watch it on catch-up. Honestly, you and Vanessa are like a pair of little girls when you get together.
Stop talking to me. You're ruining the flow of the conversation with Vanessa.
Seriously? I think you two are getting a little too obsessed with each other. It's like you two are mother and daughter, and there's no room for me to squeeze in between you. You can just talk to her at work tomorrow. You won't see me tomorrow, so can't you just talk to me for at least 5 minutes whilst I'm here?
If you're that upset, you should go and message Beverly or something. I'm sure she'd love to hear from you, just like I love hearing from Vanessa. But then again, Vanessa is so sweet and adorable, unlike you.
Vanessa is sweet and adorable? Are we talking about the same person here?
Yeah, she's such a fun and bubbly person. I just love being around her. She has this infectious energy.
She does? I can't say I've ever noticed, to be honest.
Yeah, she's always so animated, sweet and talkative.
When she's with you?
Well, yeah. She has her professional face for the customers, of course. She really brightens up the workplace, and she's a dream to work with. She's just so cute and lovely.
Vanessa. Cute?
Yeah.
I had no idea she had this side to her. Or maybe you just think weird things are cute.
I think I just vibe really well with her. I did say, didn't I, that I wished I had a daughter who wouldn't fuss over me and just let me do what I wanted to do. She doesn't worry about me excessively, and she just lets me do my own thing. Her personality is also exactly like mine. She doesn't pick at every little thing I do like you do, and she's the soft-tempered, sweet daughter I always wanted. I feel as if God has smiled upon me through sending her to me to be a comfort as I get older.
I'm reeling that you're still actually talking about Vanessa. Everything you're saying is the complete opposite to the Vanessa I know.
Well, if you don't believe me, you'll have to come and see how she is at work.
Mom, please just put your phone down and talk to me.
What's the point in talking to you? We just end up fighting all the time.
Ouch.
Oh, I completely forgot. I was baking a pie for her in the oven. I hope it's not burned. It's a new recipe I wanted to try out at work, but I thought I'd bake it at home and run it through her first.
Wait, so that pie isn't for me? I got so excited when I caught a whiff of fresh pastry when I came through the door.
Of course not. You need to go on a diet anyway. It's for work purposes, so you better not try and eat any, okay? Even if you said it was tasty, I wouldn't believe you. Vanessa has a much more refined palate, so everything I make needs to go through her first.
Okay, then.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
I mean, why are you sitting right next to me on the couch like that? The armchair over there is empty, so why don't you go and sit there? You know I don't like having people sit too close to me.
What's so wrong about a mother sitting next to her daughter on the couch? You're not normally like this. Why are you being so weird?
Vanessa, darling.
What is it?
I've always thought you were the ideal daughter, you know. You've always studied so hard and you've always listened to everything I say.
You have? Thanks, I guess?
Those feelings have never really changed, and I'm sorry if I don't express my motherly love for you very often.
I feel like there's a but coming.
No. I just wanted to tell you how I really feel. You never know. I could suddenly drop dead tomorrow and you would never have known that I felt that way if I hadn't told you today.
Are you planning on dying soon, Mom? When?
Are you seriously asking that?
I don't know why you're acting like I said something weird when you're the one who came and sat next to me and started talking about dying. What do you want me to say? Oh, Mom, please don't die. And start crying hysterically and cling to you like a baby koala?
Oh, whatever. It looks like you cut your finger earlier when you were peeling that apple. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was nothing.
Do you know what?
What?
Every time you hurt yourself and bleed, my heart bleeds with you. Even if it's just a paper cut. That's how deep my motherly love for you goes.
What on earth are you talking about?
Vanessa.
Yes, Mom?
Who are you messaging right now?
Why do you want to know?
Well, just because you've been messaging them constantly for the past 10 minutes or so.
It's Melissa.
Melissa? What do you two even talk about when you see each other all day at work?
Just stuff.
Well, this stings a little. She never wants to message me. I really don't see why you need to be talking to her constantly on your day off as well.
Like I said, we just have stuff to talk about.
But I want to know exactly what it is you're talking about.
Ugh, Mom, you're so annoying.
Hey, where were you going?
I'm trying to have a serious conversation with Melissa and you keep interrupting me. I'm going to go and finish talking to her in my room.
Ouch, way to hurt my pride. Hey, Rachel! I found a new aesthetics clinic I'm dying to try out. Apparently all the top celebrities have been going there. I heard Scarlett Johansson is a regular. All these top actresses have such amazing skin because they've been going to this place. But I suppose I can't ask you to come with me to check it out because you're visiting your mom today. Oh? What's that? You're on your way over right now. In that case, I better put something nice on and get ready to go out. There's no need to come here first. We can meet at the clinic. I'll send you the address over now. I have the best daughter-in-law in the world. I don't need that useless daughter of mine. Heaven has sent me a better daughter who actually understands me and doesn't want to bite my head off all the time.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.